Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and just when you thought it was gone, Invoked Neos is back. It's still alive and kicking. Konami didn't listen to me. I told them to limit Shell. They didn't touch Shell. Shell's really what makes people play this deck. Shell works resource-wise for things like Ultimate Providence and Karma Cut. Very hot right now. Easy to mill with Neos. Pretty much all people did was add Winda, and Winda's a good card in any deck. You've probably seen my utility decks that are just devoid of archetype, just good stuff that performs on its own, and Winda is really a MVP of that deck. She's just boss monsters on her own, float herself, tons of protection, face down, face up, tons to say about Winda, but that's really all she is. She's just filler for this deck, and then just less consistent with the Neos, less consistent with the Invoked, but you're still getting tons of back row. People are usually going to be running way more back row than I'm running here. I didn't create this idea, obviously. It's been winning a lot of tournaments with Duel Links meta. You're seeing it probably all over the ladder. I'm even seeing it in Duel Carnival. You'll see in the replays. So it's spread like fire. I'm using Veil. Veil is another fire monster. He gets out there. It also makes for a little easy Xyz summon. We could sneak a Gaga Samurai with the floated Winda and a Veil. It's super easy to get out there. Pretty interesting little play. But that means we run less Ritual Beasts. Still okay though. And of course the Neos element and the back row element. Like I said, people usually go more back row. Use Fiendish Chains or something instead of these Veils. But I like the Veil. It really does get you to Purgatrio faster. He's good protection on his own. Opens up Xyz. Does a lot for the deck. People like Fire Reload. I think Switcheroo is probably still best. I don't know if Switcheroo has been nerfed to death. It might have. But the idea is if you only have Volcanic Shells in your hand, you can Fire Reload. I think it did happen a few times where I just have one shell in my hand and I Fire Reload it. But most of all, if I don't know. Is Switcheroo still viable? It might have been nerfed to death. I'll have to check in on that. But still, top tier deck, way out there. Don't worry though, I'll be making some videos of some decks I already love that can beat this deck pretty easily, so don't fret. Hope you guys enjoy for now, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing another Axel Brody. You see an Axel Brody, it's this deck, guys. People are gonna just be playing it how people say to play it. So definitely a mirror match, but this guy's way over 20 cards. And that might likely be what leads to his downfall. So we have an Ultimate Providence, Karma Cut. We're going to start with Dragon Magic, throw away our Veil. Search our Neos Fusion. Throw away a Shell. Grab that Shell back, that way we can use Karma Cut and Ultimate Providence in the same turn. Tried to get greedy and swing because we don't need the Neos Search, but it is a Winda, so it is a mirror match. Brings out the ulti Apelio. Set some back row. Normal summons his Alistair. He could use my Shell or my Veil. We're going to Karma Cut his Alistair though, that way he can't get his Alistair back. Or he can't do the invocation. He could have got his Alistair back, chose not to, I guess. Swings into our Dragon Magic. We're going to use our Volcanic Shell right at the start of our turn. Now we bring out an Alistair of our own. He's going to hit us with a Fiendish Chain. So just back row, we're trying to bring out the same monsters. But I have my Neos out, so we can just Neos Fusion Protection, destroy his Apelio. Can't float like a normal Ritual deck. Ritual Beast deck, I should say. Get another Veil. That means Winda's ready to go. We can do Winda and our Fiendish Chained Invoker for Gaga Samurai. Now that's some serious damage. Here he's got a double Cyclone just to show us he's lost this duel. And we bring out the big guns. Didn't even need it with Brave Neos, but like I said, that was a Fiendish Chained Invoker, so worked out really well. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Seto Kaiba. New Seto Kaiba going first. He's using Taya and Dark Magician Girl with Sarah in her mask getup. So we have an Alistair and a Veil. We don't use either. We set 2 Ultimate Providence. Gonna be super useful against some Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes super hot right now, especially with the leaks of a structure deck. Here he's gonna Karma Cut us immediately, still let us get our Invocation. Should have waited till we went to use Invocation and then banish us. But however he wants to do it, because now we can use it for our Ultimate Providence. And now, once again, we have everything for Ultimate Providence. We have Trap, Spell, and Monster, so we can handle anything this guy really throws at us. Get a Winda, that's a perfect monster to get aggressive with. Here he's going to try to Karma Cut us. That's 1 Ultimate Providence. We throw away a Karma Cut. He threw away a Stone of Ancients, so that's going to catch this second Ultimate Providence as soon as it tries to bring a monster out. We'll stop it in its tracks, throw away our shell, and move on with the duel. So he adds a Blue Eyes to his hand. I think that's just to be resource conscientious, as most of his traps probably ask you to discard. So we're going to use Volcanic Shell. We already have an Invocation. We use that Invocation, we just throw away that Alistair from our hand. So we already have an Alistair banished from that Karma Cut. So we're going to be able to use Invocation to grab that Alistair back anyway. Now we have some real attack. Held Life Barrier though. Just threw away that Blue Eyes he grabbed back. Now he's got a Sage. Sage is going to search Stone of Ancients. Now he's going to Econ. Purgatrio can't quite get over our, Apelio? Apelio. Ulti Apelio. So he just kamikazes my Purgatrio. It's no problem though, because we do have Alistair in our hand. We can just start out until we get 3 Purgatrios, and the boy realizes and scoops. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Seto Kaiba going first. No sleever map for our boy over there. So we have Alistair, we have Winda, Karma Cut, we got Veil. So we're going to start with Winda, start a little slow. 3 back row set from a Blue Eyes, that's what we got to get used to seeing, guys. That's going to be our future. Now we're going to normal summon Alistair. He's going to Karma Cut our Alistair again. This is starting just like the other Blue Eyes duel. Flip up our boy, now he's going to Karma Cut our Winda. Stone of Ancients out a Spirit of White, but now we're going to use a Karma Cut of our own, except we're able to throw away Invocation, and that way next turn we'll be able to get our Alistair right back to our hand. He can't do anything with just those 2 cards. We get Ultimate Providence, very good top deck. And here comes Alistair to get out our Purgatrio already. We have Veils. Veils in another deck would just be back row. We wouldn't be able to get this Purgatrio out. But we can do it with the Veil. Purgatrio's faster. Remember, we can't get our Alistair back because we had to use it this turn to get this turn started from the get. And he scoops anyways. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing an Aster Phoenix. Going second, going for a rank up. You don't need me to tell you this deck is good. Like I said, it won a lot of Duel Links meta tournaments already, post-ban list. So it's tried and proven. Here we're fighting heroes. Starts with just a Celestial dump and 2 back row set. We're going to go with Alistair. Search that Invocation. Use that Invocation because we have a Veil. If it was any other deck, that would be back row. They wouldn't have Veil. They wouldn't have this first turn Purgatrio. Now we get our Invocation Cosmic Cyclones. Now we use our Brave Neos. Use our shell to add to our hand. Set our Karma Cut. Now we don't gotta lose a Winda, but we've already won the duel, as he only had another Cosmic Cyclone back there. I could tell by the delays, but great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yami Yugi going first. Looks like he's over 20 cards, 29 cards, that is a lot of cards. We're gonna set a Winda, set a Karma Cut. We have a Neos in our hand, not really what we want. Shell in our hand's pretty good though. Fighting Magician Girls, so he goes Berry into Chocolate. We pass the turn, or he passes this turn. We flip up our Winda, swing into the Berry Magician Girl. That's Chocolate Magician Girl. We kamikaze into Chocolate, and I just bring out another window. No need to like hurry, trigger a Destiny draw or anything like that. We can just keep floating windows for now. Goes into another Chocolate. We're gonna Ultimate Providence that Chocolate. Throw away our shell. Stops that turn. Get another Karma Cut. We need that shell back. We're gonna set the second Karma Cut, so that's 2 Karma Cuts. He has to Wall of D, a single window. Probably could have waited another turn for that, but he didn't want to. Sets another monster. Now we've got Invoked, we get another shell. We can really start. Normal summon that Alistair. I'm probably gonna use the monster from the graveyard, yep, so that's a double banish. Purgatrio, let's see what that one back row is. Get Invoked back to our hand. Probably another Battle Trap. Yeah, another Wall of D no less. So up to 900. We hit a 0 defense monster though, so we did some damage. He destroys us. Window swings out of rage. Passes again, 3 cards in his hand. Here we get our Keeper, but he can't really do anything for us, so we normal summon our Alistair. Or I guess he could have. We haven't used our Neos Fusion, he still could have. But yeah, Magician Girl's in a 29 card deck. He probably buried any means to summon a boss monster or anything like that. So it's still top tier. People usually like to run more back row because back row wins you duels and Duel Links. But I like it with Veil. It's faster Purgatrios. It's not as good in the mirror match, but it's good in a lot more other situations when you're, because it's just any damage. Any damage you take from playing fast and loose with a window, you can get your Veil out. Float another window, do an Xyz summon, lots of other dimensions, and it makes your Ultimate Providence more consistent because you have a monster in your hand more often, making it more monster negate. So it works out pretty well. I don't know about Fire Reload, maybe try out some different skills, other stuff. But we're going to be focusing on decks that beat this deck because this deck's pretty cookie cutter already, and I'm sure everyone's tired of Purgatrio. So we'll see what counters this kind of deck. Until next time, thanks for watching, guys.